Usually, if I'm fighting family, right?
They're you. Fighting is such a strong word as an awakening witch. One does not fight family as awakening. You know what? I'll show you the POV. You're fighting family. Oh, okay, Dawn. Go ahead, Dawn. I'm ready. All right, so this drama, normally, when I cover drama, we're talking about Neptunes. Normally, when we cover drama, we're talking about Neptunes or Shaky Bay or whatever, right? This time, this drama is actually about somebody that most people really enjoy. This drama actually involves Big Eye Bob and everybody's favorite Dapper Dak. Crazily enough. I love how Dapper's got the exact same chat box. That's funny. Hey, there's Hex. Bro, Hex never comes by my stream anymore. What the hell? Anywho, okay, so I've gotten a little bit of backstory on this as far as things go. Apparently, somebody has been hunting Dapper or like, I don't know if you would say harassing, but like basically PvPing him in the open world like really consistently, like basically running him down. And this is something a lot of streamers go through. And so...
Yes, Bob, I would love, but you need to bring numbers. I don't think you alone is going to be able to take care of this. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to be able to kill Sam.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. One day when Dapper was getting fired, a friendly Bob stopped by in chat. Okay. Dapper eagerly accepted his suggestion for aid. This was the first time teaming up. Gnomes had partied with Dapper before. Yeah, I love Gnomes. Gnomes is a good guild. When Bob asked Dapper if he could mediate between him and Aeon Janus's dispute, Dapper responded that if Bob suggested it again, Dapper would just ban him. I don't like were Dapper and Aeon Janus fighting? This is the problem with these kind of videos. Were they fighting and you were trying to get involved and like making it too one-sided? Like Bob wondered why he was defending someone who should turn straight to banning. He decided to keep the peace and leave. Shortly after, Dapper decided to get a little angry and banned Bob. Anyway, I want to be clear. I ban people for far less than this. If you come into my chat, and I don't know the full story here, but I will tell you this. If you come into my chat and I feel like you're instigating anything, or I call it inciting a riot, I just ban you. I don't care. Like,
don't you worry. And then he came out here and then got...
Bob and Aeon Janus, like the same grind spot at Darkseekers. They both went to go there on the regular. Janus says he's hunting him. Well, are they doing it on our show? Like, why are they on the same channel? Why don't they just go to a different channel? It's on Arsha. Okay, so this is all irrelevant. It's PvP server. If you can't defend your spot on Arsha, that's your fault. It's just, it is what it is. You can't bitch. You're on Arsha. You can't bitch about stream sniping. Even if it is stream sniping, it doesn't matter. You're on the PvP server. That's it, man. If that's what's happening, like, I'll look at these clips and see if they're on like normal servers. Like if you're hunting someone server to server, that's harassment. That's not fair. But if somebody's on Arsha, this would be like if I swapped to Arsha and started grinding right now. If any of my viewers came out and started killing me, do you know whose fault that is? It's my fault, right? I either PvP or I move on and I swap servers. That's Arsha. That's how it is. Okay, you can't get mad about getting PvP on Arsha, especially if you're a streamer, right? Now, I will also say this. From the streamer's perspective, it is overwhelmingly frustrating to be stream sniped and have people come hunt you, even if it is on Arsha. Kind of annoying because no one else really has to deal with that. Like, do they have to deal with PvP on Arsha? Yes, but like, people don't know exactly when they swap. They can do like a back rotation so people don't know they're there, whatever. But if you're a streamer, you don't have any of that protection. They're just going to come for you. But here's the deal. That's the tax of being a streamer. And you are never going to convince a viewer or a regular BDO player to be sympathetic to a streamer. Never. Taylor Swift, ever. Are you going to convince a regular Black Desert Online player, PvE or not, to be sympathetic towards a streamer, particularly one with viewers like Dapper, if they're being hunted on a server like Arsha? It just does not. They have zero sympathy for that. because in their mind you're making money off the game, like you're just like you're privileged streamer, right? That's everybody's take on it. They're always going to think that you're the privileged streamer. They're never going to see like it from your perspective. Now, I am a streamer and I do go through this. I mean, shit, you guys remember I was hunted on normal servers, not even Arsha, server to server, not too long ago. And the way I handled it, Perlibus is not going to help me. So what I did, I just pulled him up. I just started farming him. I just farmed him in chat. Hard farmed him. Just absolutely destroyed him. I mean, you guys probably, the people that were there just probably remember it. Like, it is what it is. That's my solution to it, because Perlibus isn't going to defend it. Now, I will say for years, Perlibus didn't give a f***. If a streamer, this was a rite of passage. If a streamer got, like, was on Arsha, or even just got one-sided decks were the worst, because you were not on Arsha. They could just one-sided deck you and run you down on any server, anytime, for any reason, at any grind zone with no punishment. None. Okay, and Perlibus did nothing about it. They didn't give a f***. Zero were given. Okay, that was extremely frustrating. I went through that. I tried reporting people. They all got value packs. I've reported people like 3 or 4 times for it in the past. And every time it just shoots me in the face. So I stopped doing that not too long ago, but a year or two ago now. Last person I reported was Flowring, who got 0 punishment for hunting me server to server and cannoning me off my grind zone. Like, guys, griefing gets really bad. Like, they would one-sided deck you and then cannon you from really far away to knock you down so that you would die to mobs. And keep in mind, if you back in the day, if they PvP'd you and you died to mobs, you still lost crystals and stuff. It's like they'd come in, they'd flag on you, they'd knock you down. Many of you remember this. They'd knock you over and then they just back off and walk away. Right? So it was super toxic. Super, super toxic. Nowadays, you can't, if you die in PvE after being PvP'd, you're not going to lose crystals, so that's gone. One-sided decks are gone, so you don't have to worry about that, even on normal servers. And they get hard punished, super hard for karma, so it's really not a problem anymore. I had a problem with it the other day, but like, it doesn't happen very often. And again, when it does, as a streamer, people are not going to have sympathy for you. It's your job to make sure that you handle it correctly. But also, I also understand the frustration, because I have been there. When somebody comes in and you feel like they're stream sniping you and you feel like it's unfair, yeah, it is unfair. Life's unfair. And like, this is part of the job. This is it. This is part of the job. Like, people are going to come. They're going to be assholes. They're going to be dicks. It's not going to be fun. And you just have to find ways of dealing with it that are reasonable. Most of the time, if you ignore them, swap servers. Sometimes I would just go play on EU, right? Or I would play on a different server entirely, in like regionally. Like, I'd go play a different game, whatever. But like, yeah, I mean, like, it's extremely frustrating. So I understand Dapper's perspective on this. And I mean, honestly, Dapper, he loves PvP and BDO. So like, he likes open world PvP. Normally, he's like open to it. People farm him. He's got a good take on it. So like, if you look at his YouTube channel, he's very in support of open world PvP and he likes fighting people. He is, however, an awakening witch. So F's in chat for that. In PvP, it's not super great. And then, so he's never going to win a 1v1 for the most part, unless the person is terrible. And then also, he's going to get outgeared by basically everyone. So if he's on Arsha and somebody really decides to destroy him, which it looks like maybe they have here, it's going to be a little rough. Now, again, that's my take on if somebody's being hunted on Arsha, you really can't complain about it, especially if you're a streamer. That is just the way that it goes. And no one's gonna help you. Perlibus is not gonna help you. Your like, even your own audience and BDO viewers are not gonna feel sorry for you. They don't care, because you're a streamer, and in their mind you're already privileged, and this is their way of bringing you back down to earth. That's just the way that it is. Okay. He says, however, when family was still able to reach him due to this error, Dapper became a little sour. Okay, hold on. What was the previous like wall of text? Jesus Christ. Okay, no. Okay, so he banned Bob anyway, so however, family was still able to reach him due to this user error. Dapper became a little sour. Dapper then turned to insults as apparently a proper face of a BDO being a partner. What the f*** are you talking about right now? Are you kidding me? Do you realize I was a BDO partner for 3 years and I called my chat retarded every single day? Okay, that's why my chat is here. It's because I make fun of them. Okay, yeah, dude, he's going to throw insults at you. That's the way that it goes. Deal with it. What do you come, some kind of pussy? What, you can't deal with somebody calling you a pussy so you can fight them in PvP and try to dog on them because you have more gear, you have a better class, but you some kind of pussy, you can't handle some chat PvP? What? Grow a pair. No, I see what you're doing here. What you're doing here is you're trying to cancel him for insulting you. That's not okay. We're done with this cancel culture bullshit. Okay? And I said I was going to be fair about how I approach this. Okay? I said I was going to be fair about how I approach this. Again, I saw it from his perspective there. I gave it, that was a little hard on Dapper, but you know what? It's just the truth. This is clearly an attempt at cancel culture. You're trying to get him removed as a BDO partner. Now, let's see what he says. If he calls him like a or, you know, like, then okay, maybe, but like, all right, we'll see what he said. This forced Bob's hand to return and slap the ego out of him. Who could blame him? That's not very dapper.
Immediately annihilated. And he's like, they just brought more. The thing with Sam is a reoccurring thing, but Bob has been
Sam who?
Coming into my stream to try and get clout for a while now, and I give him shout outs and take care of him, but now that I've banned him and his friend for starting shit about another streamer, he's decided that he's gonna farm me.
Okay, so this is on Arsha. I'm going to pull the chat box down so you guys can see it. I'm not making this. This is on Arsha. Should Dapper have said that? Absolutely not. No, he shouldn't have. Because it does two things. Number one, you're on Arsha. They can come hunt you no matter what. Two, like, it's just going to instigate them. You have no ability to defend yourself if you do shit like this. Like, bro, when I shit talk people in my chat, I don't swap to Arsha and allow them to farm me. You're playing Awakening Witch, which, newsflash, you're starting to realize now, Dapper. That's kind of a problem. Yeah. You know, if you go to Arsha's Awakening Witch, you're sitting on a casting couch. Okay, and now you know why the Awakening Witch nerfs, like I said, were nerfs. All right, you ain't grinding on Arsha and Awakening Witch. It ain't happening. You get PvP, you're cooked. And to be clear, if you ban another streamer from your chat and they come hunt you on the PvP server, they are not the one that up here. Okay, you're the one that's opening the door to PvP. I don't think that Bob necessarily has done anything necessarily wrong in this situation so far. But Dapper should not have said that because it instigates people, especially after you ban them. You're asking for it, dude. It would be like me banning Don Skeptic from my chat and then swapping to Arsha and just talking shit on family and expecting them not to come shove it in my ass. What are we talking? Of course they're like what are we like it just doesn't make any sense. You can't do that. Like,
which is fine, you know, no more clout.
Like, does Bob streams? I'm so sorry, Bob. I didn't mean to Omega lol you, but Big Eye Bob. Okay, yeah, 200 followers. I apologize. I have not caught your streams yet. Yeah, I'll give you a follow here. That's fine. But like you don't have VODs on anyway, so like why the f does anybody care? Like, bro, if you actually want to be a content creator that people give a shit about, you have to turn VODs on and shit. Like, what is this? What are you trying to hide something? This looks sussy. I'll be honest with you. DMCA, just mute your VODs, dumbass. What are we talking about? This looks sussy. You make a drama video like this and then delete all your VODs, it looks like you're trying to delete the evidence. And again, I'm trying to approach this as a third party. I made the video, doesn't matter. It's on Big Eye Bob's channel. I don't care. Bob made the video. Do you think that if Note puts out a video of mine, that people aren't going to hold me accountable if something goes wrong? No, that's not how it works. We learn by our mistakes. Exactly. But like, yeah, I hold Bob accountable because it's on Bob's channel. Now, there's no reason for a VOD to be on my channel. Yeah, there is. To be clear, this would be like beefing with another streamer and deleting all your VODs. That means you talk all this shit and then try to delete all the evidence so that they can't. It's like you're trying to cover it up, like some crazy Neptune's lunar lay drama. You know what I mean? Like that's what it looks like to a third party. I don't give a f what you think. I know what I'm talking about this. To a third party, that's what it looks like.
No more shout outs. Nothing like that.
That's fair. If he doesn't want to give you shout outs, that's fine. And to be clear, most BDO streamers are not going to give you a shout out unless you have hundreds of viewers. Like at least hundreds. And they like you. Even in the BDO category, I'm the only streamer that really shouts out the smaller streamers even when they come into my chat. Okay? Please, if you go into Choice's chat right now, He's not going to give you a shout out. Okay, he's not going to do, and he's not going to watch your video either. All right, like, and you can't expect Dapper to be any different. This is a dog eat dog world. It's extremely competitive. It's extremely competitive. He's offline. Okay, yeah, but if he was streaming, you know what I mean? Choice and Bob are friends. Yeah, but here's the thing. Choice doesn't give me shout outs. He doesn't give Bicep shout outs. He just, unless you give him a raid, right? Unless we gave him a raid. But like, yeah, just for hanging out in his chat, he's not going to give you a shout out. And to be clear, he's got Hex in his chat right now. I don't see Hex getting a shout out necessarily there either. Not very many streamers just give shout outs for free. This is the way many content creators see this is it's a dog eat dog world. Extremely competitive. Like they got to look out for number one, etc. Like they don't necessarily want to get like shout people out all the time because they think it looks bad on their brand or whatever. I handle it differently, and I am an exception to this rule. So you can't really get mad at Dapper for not wanting to shout you out when every single content creator in the category is not going to shout you out, except for maybe me, and that's if I know who the you are. It's just the truth. Okay? It's just the truth. He doesn't want shout outs. I don't care. It's like, stop. I don't care. You included it in the video as an attempt to cancel him as a BDO partner. You are intentionally trying to maliciously use this against him as like verbal harassment in some way. So yeah, I'm going to give you shit for it.
They do sound young. I've heard his voice. He sounds very young. Maybe like in his 20s, early 20s.
Okay, this is
like
crazy.
maybe 20, just 20 flat.
What are we talking about? Like, bro, Dapper, what are you, 90 then? I don't need disrespectful or anything, but bro, you can't, bro. What are you gonna speculate on somebody's age based on their voice, bro? What are we talking about? Now, I will say that for what it's worth, he's probably not wrong in that most PvPers that behave like this, like we're seeing Bob do here, are usually in their late teens, early 20s, because they're young men. These are the same people that are really prone to like the CSGO lobbies. You guys remember like the most toxic people are the most people who are prone to like, they have like that ego, like I'm better than you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm better than you ego. I'm going to chat PvP you and stuff. Usually those tend to be younger guys, but like, let's be honest. They could easily be over the age of 30. Who knows? Speculating the early 20s is crazy, right? Ego checking is usually a young man's game. Nobody can ego check me. You know why? I don't have a ego about it. I can go pretend I'm like really good at PvP. That shit. It's a young man's game.
Very small voice.
Kind of sounds like this. Like, hi guys.
Okay.
My name's Bob. You guys want to help me out?
He's heard Bob's voice for being hard carry in our 5-man. What are you offended that he's making fun of your voice? What are you, some kind of pussy? Bro, Karens like this were the ones that got me banned for 7 days for bullying. Don't you dare to laugh? Shut up. Okay? Like, here's the deal. You are PvPing him, clearly with family here, and like trying to shit on him. All right? Of course, he's going to give you some shit for that. I dare you to go into Neptune's stream, do the same thing to him, and see what he says to you. Neptune's called me a Fugar looking one time. Okay? Like, dude, they'll just go up, but streamers just go off on you. All right? It is what it is. If you're being a moron in chat, yeah, they're gonna shit talk you, and you just have to deal with this. And I want to be clear, I don't actually think that you're offended by this. That's what's pissing me off about this. I don't think that this bothers you even in the slightest. I think that you're circle jerking about it. But what you're trying to do is you're pretending in a YouTube video to be offended about it in an attempt to potentially get him canceled as a BDO partner, which in my opinion is pathetic. If you think that Perlibus is going to see this and think, oh yeah, we have to remove Dapper because he's being unprofessional, clearly you don't understand that I was a BDO partner for like 3 years. Okay? This is nothing. I used to literally completely destroy people in my chat when I was a partner. Am I a partner anymore? No, but it had nothing to do with this. I used to say way less professional shit to people. You kidding me? Conduct unbecoming a BDO partner. What a joke.
Kind of like that, you know? Very young sounding. Sounds like his,
By the way, it's just Awakening Witch getting farmed, bro. It is what it is. You're never going to win, bro.
like his...
Not to mention you running a simple cron meal right now. What do you, like...
His balls haven't quite dropped yet.
See, again, that's like whatever, bro. I say shit like this to my chat too. My chat doesn't get offended. They jack off to it. It's weird. It's like a game session. See, I told you. It's an attempt to cancel him. BDO partner on stream insulting fellow BDO players IRL features. But we're trying to cut down the BDO suicide, right? Wait, BDO suicide. Wait, what? This is so cringe. Trying to cancel someone for making fun of your like voice and shit. What are we talking about? What are you, some kind of Democrat? Do you burn down Teslas in your free time? What are we? Do you think that that's an act, like a reasonable way to conduct yourself? Okay, is he being cringe by how he's handling this? Yes, on Arsha, no question, bro. You can't complain about PvP, and like I intentionally shit talk people on Arsha all the time, but I know that they're gonna come PvP me, right? It is what it is, and they get it. It's like a wholesome thing, right? But like, I get from your perspective, Dapper's insulting you. He's on Arsha. You're getting farmed, and he shouldn't be a bitch about that. You're right, but you being a bigger one by making this video like this makes you look worse. Between the two of you, I don't even think that... Does Dapper look a little bit bad? Maybe. Right? You should be complaining about Arsha. But aside from that, really nothing. He's not banning you. That's his right, bro. It's his platform. It is what it is. But like, he hasn't done anything wrong here. And they're certainly not going to unpartner him for saying something like that. I call people in my chat retards constantly. That's like honestly, evolutionarily challenged retards, like dipshits, like you name it. Pick something. Right? They love it. They love it. And I would tell people that actually get offended by stuff like this, you should leave. Sincerely, you should not be here. This is not your stream. All right? And I understand that Dapper has a different brand. He's different than me. I'm much more abrasive and I'm upfront about shit. And you kind of expect it from me. Dapper, you don't expect it from him. So you could take that like, oh yeah. And that should show you did get under his skin. No question, you're under his skin. Right? He's upset with you. He's pissed. As much as he might try to deny it, he's mad as shit right now. He can't like say what he wants to say. Okay, let me tell you what Dapper wants to tell you right now.
If you're seeing this...
This is what Dapper actually wants to tell you right now, but he can't because he'll get banned.
Guy came in and he said, nice porn acting. And this completely slipped my mind that I said this. And I said, and I quote, and I quote, you gay retard, you need to kill yourself. Put a gun in your and swallow the bullets. They're delicious. You useless. It's insane how retarded you are. Jesus, god damn, you're so gay.
Okay, now to be clear, this is how mad chatters can get you while you're streaming. Okay, and that was just somebody shit talking him for like watching anime and just sitting there and like you get a kill of a porn actor, right? But this is how triggered streamers sometimes get, and you have to contain that anger. Okay, he's not Tectone. He's not just going to tell you off. He's not me, right? But this is Dapper's way of demonstrating that he's really mad right now. He can't tell you that. He didn't say anything that's going to get him banned or anything. But like, bro, he mad, bro. Like, and if you can't handle that, I would say that you're just a pussy. It's that simple. Do you think I don't get called names every day? Do you think that people in even my own YouTube comments don't absolutely dumpster me for having some Cade game style content or being a dog shit content creator, being pathetic, trying to cancel me, reporting everything? Do you think I don't deal with this? What are we talking about? Bro, if you like PvP, but you can't handle chat PvP, don't watch streams and turn your chats off. Okay? But like, if you PvP and your chat is on and your Twitch stream is open, you've already consented. If you don't like what he's saying about you, turn off the stream, pussy. Stop. Just don't listen to it. It goes away. Anyway, that's my take on that. The cancel culture shit drives me nuts. I don't know what BDO suicide means, but... Yeah, dude, look at this awakening witch.
Still going through puberty, most likely.
Bob's friends with Choice and other prominent streamers. Homie, is that supposed to be some kind of flex? Choice is friends with everybody. If you play BDO, Choice is probably your friend. Just anyone. I'm just looking around for who asked. Does anyone give a shit? Like, what? He has no need to beg for clout. Actually, you do. You have 200 followers on Twitch and 53 subscribers. And you sent this video to me. Who's begging for clout? Really? Come on. Come on. Be honest with yourself. You're a young content creator. You want people to shout you out. You're upset that he won't shout you out anymore because Dapper's actually a pretty cool guy and he's one of the few streamers that would do that. That's what you're upset about. You're pissed. And now you're trying to like emotionally be like, I'm friends with Choice. I don't need this. Nope. You can say nope all you want, pussy. I know this business better than you do. I do. Okay. You wouldn't have sent this shit to me if you didn't want me to watch it. You want me to watch it because it gives you visibility. Okay. Maybe not the visibility that you were necessarily hoping for, but at the end of the day, I've dunked on Dapper a few times in this video so far too. I'm trying to be as fair as I can. This just looks bad. If you try to flex like, oh, I know these big name streamers. Do you know how much friends Choice is going to be with you if he sees that you wrote this? Sincerely. If he sees that you're trying to leverage his friendship with you for any reason, do you think that he's going to give you the time of day? I've been in this business a lot longer than you. You are crazy. You are crazy. Okay, look, Choice is a really nice guy, but like flexing this doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. He has no need to beg for clout. Bob doesn't want to stream every day as his job. That's fine. That's how I started too. But if you could, you would do it. If you could stream every day and have thousands of views, you'd do it. 100% you would. But like, I used to say shit like guys, I don't necessarily want to do this every day as my job. And then I was like, yeah, I actually do want to do this every day as my job. So I worked a lot harder at it. But it took me a while to come to grips with it. All right. But like, everybody wants to be a content creator. Okay. He doesn't care. He streams to have fun and troll. Yep. When he's bored, streams over. Dapper's the one gaslighting clout chaser. Okay, I've already explained the one. I don't know. Okay.
Big-eyed Bob's gonna spawn camp me now. I love this.
Okay, and this is you shitting on him on Arsha, and he's getting upset about that, and that is on Dapper.
Oh, this is good. This is so funny. Big-eyed Bob's
He's not
jealous because I have a beautiful voice.
He's not jealous of you. You know it. He is shoving it in your ass. And again, we go back to the Tectone clip. What Dapper actually wants to say and how it's manifesting itself. You know what I mean? He's pissed. He's pissed. He's so mad. Why are you on Carl's stream right now? The f is that?
Yeah, so there were some fragile egos. Mm-hmm. And they felt personally slighted that I wouldn't let them talk shit about another streamer.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. He likes to make Bob sound like a bad dude here, but this is why he's a snake. I don't think that Bob necessarily sounds like a bad dude here. Bob's only ever helped Dapper. Well, it doesn't look like that. That's a lie. You're literally showing video evidence of you shitting on him. What are you, what, helping him? Yes, I'm helping the witch. I'm helping the witch by literally teabagging her. Yes, helping. And he hasn't once asked for a shout out. No, but it would be nice to have one. He noticed that Dapper and Aeon are friends. He just wants to ask, he was asking for a mediator so they can work out their differences. Dapper came out threatening bans. So did Dapper threaten a ban on Aeon Janice? Did Dapper and Janice have like a head-to-head, or like were they just like mad with each other? Because I'll be honest with you. You want my honest take? No, me. Okay, so like they're friends and you're trying to mediate. Why would you need to mediate if they're friends? What are you trying to interject yourself between the two? And to be clear, Again, are you really getting offended over this? He said you have an ego. That's actually true. Because if you didn't have an ego, you just let this shit go. You just be like, yeah, whatever, bro. If you actually didn't care, why the is there an 8.5-minute video that you sent me to watch about it? I don't care so much, I'm going to make a video about this. Yeah, now I believe that you don't care, okay? Clearly you care, all right? And fragile in fairness, this is Dapper also showing fragility as well. Okay, on the other side of the fence, Dapper should not be getting this upset about Arsha PvP. Shut the up. You deserve this, bro. You ban somebody, shit talk them, and then expect them not to literally dumpster you on Arsha? What are we talking about? Like, no, Bob is absolutely within rights. Of course he's gonna come you. He should. Make an example. Make an example. You know what I mean? So, like, again, Dapper on one side of it, yeah, Dapper looks a little bad there. But again, on the other side, I think it's like, come on, we're being disingenuous. We're being disingenuous with how we're presenting this information.
And so they got banned, and then they got upset about that. And so I started talking shit because they were camping. And then they got even more upset. And so they decided they were going to try their best to keep me from grinding on Arsha. And then you know how that goes. Just
if somebody wants to keep you from grinding on Arsha, respectfully, Dapper, you're an awakening witch with no gear. They're going to do that. You don't get to do that. Do you know why you get to grind on Arsha? And this is the hack. I'm going to tell you the hack right now. Okay? If somebody is hunting you as Awakening Witch, you are never beating them in a 1v1. It's not happening, especially if you don't have 800 gear score. It's not happening. Especially with the nerfs and shit, they're just going to you. Here's the deal, though. You have to play to your strengths, homie. Awakening Witch is strong. Why? Because she's the safest class in the game in PvE. The safest class in the entire game in PvE, without question. Now, that being said, the answer to people harassing you or stream sniping you is to go to the highest level grind zone in the entire game, and then when they come in to gank you, you're not trapped in here with me. We are trapped in here with them. And I have infinite PvE iframes. Praying for you, Chief. Okay. You let them come in. I used to do this at Dekia Ash Forest all the time. I would grind like Dekia 2 Ash Forest, and I would just jump around in the mobs. Some striker come up to me. Come on, pussy. What, you some kind of bitch? I would just shit talk them. I'm jumping back and forth in the mobs. What? You want it? You want it? Because he knows he can come in. He gonna grab me. No big deal. I can't lose my crystals. You, however, while you're grabbed, are extremely vulnerable. You want to grab and combo me in the middle of Dekia 2 Ash Forest? Get fucking pissed. Because it's not me. I'm not the threat here. They are. Okay, I'm not going to kill him. They're going to kill him. It doesn't matter. All right? That is how you beat them on Awakening Witch. Okay? You don't beat them. At ours in Highlands, no one's going to beat them at ours at Highlands. In fairness, you could, if you just activate one of the legs and then just iframe around while they try to PvP you, they'll just get one shot. Just watch them die. Like, just that's what you do. Because you're never going to win the 1v1, so you got to use the territory to your advantage. That's how you have to play it. Okay? You have to use the mobs to help you. They're on your team. You're the safest class in the game. You might be a bottom, but you know what? Everybody loves a witch, but at the end of the day, it's a hot dog in a hallway. And they're clamped up tighter than prom night. All right? They're cooked. They're not used to getting you are. Use it against them. That's the only way to handle stream snipers as an Awakening Witch. And again, I played it for years. And even now, I'll tell you this. If somebody wants to stop you from grinding on Arsha, they're just going to do that. It doesn't matter what class you're playing. They're just going to do that. Like, you don't get to stop. Okay? Like, you can't tell them to stop. You can't ban them, whatever. They'll just watch on incognito like he is now. They're just going to keep doing it. You just have to leave Arsha. That's the sacrifice you get for banning him and then shit-talking him. You lose Arsha privileges. Welcome to PvP. They're petty. That's how it is. PvPers are petty. PvPers got me fired from my job in real life. Be careful who you piss off. to be honest with you, this is a relatively tame reaction from Bob. He only tried to get you removed as a BDO partner, which was comedy. That's cinema. That's funny. As if Pearlibus would give a shit about any of this shit. Okay? But like, at the end of the day, none of this shit really matters all that much. Just video game drama. Right? It's just video game drama. People in the PvP scene are petty as shit, and most of the non-cringe ones are just going to chat PvP you. Yeah, they might montage you, but they won't cancel you. Like, bro, I'd understand making a video like this, but like, bro, trying to cancel him is stupid, bro. That was a dumb tit. You shouldn't have done that.
Help comes. The only thing about, I know, so like, usually if I'm fighting family, right?
They're you. Fighting is such a strong word as an awakening witch. One does not fight family as awakening. You know what? I'll show you the POV. You're fighting family. Oh, okay, Dawn. Go ahead, Dawn. I'm ready. Okay, you're not. It's not happening. Okay, it's not happening. All right, you're. All right.
Like Samwell, for instance. If Sam's camping me, I call for help. Sam calls for help, and it's a lot, and it ends up being like a full-on
Who the is Sam?
GG. With Bob, it's really like two people.
Samwell? That's not the same Samwell that I remember from Dismantled, is it? That's not the same guy. It's a totally different guy. Because the Sam that I knew, Bob is only two people. I stayed for 10 hours. Bob, it's only two people. I stayed for 10 hours. I don't care. I believe it's the same guy. Samwell, are you the guy that I knew from Dismantled / Reforged? I'm pretty sure you were in Dismantled. That's you, right? Is that you? Now he's like, what does he remember about me? I remember you. I'm a elephant. I never forget anything. Is it you? Be honest with me. I will know. There it is. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers. You would be surprised what I remember from Dismantled, Reforged, Reassemble. You've been with me. If you've PvP'd with me, I very likely remember you. Now, if I remember, Samuel, you were in the guild with one of your friends, right? You had like a friend or a friend group in the guild, yeah? Are they still playing? Is this the... No, they're not? Okay, so you're the only survivor. I joined alone. Yeah, but I remember you getting along really well with some of the... Sam is my son. Yeah, very funny. I remember you getting along with the guild community, at least. At least in my mind, you made friends in the guild. I don't think that they're still playing anymore, though. I don't think that any of those people are still playing. Okay, my recollection is Samwell is that he was just a new player. Good kid. Showed up to a lot of Node Wars. Did a lot of PvP. Never complained. Just shut the f*** up and listened like a good soldier. That's my recollection of Sam. In my opinion, based on my opinion of Sam, or what I've seen of him, Sam, in the past, he doesn't really seem like the kind of guy that is gonna sit there and hunt you unless you've really done something stupid. He probably has a lot of gear now. He was a relatively new player when he joined Dismantled. I'm a piece of shit now. Okay. But like, I don't really feel like he does shit unprovoked all the time. What guild are you in now, Sam? I'll tell you if you're a bad person or not. Family. Okay, yeah, you're a bad person. Yeah, no, he's a piece of shit.
Like, he might get more at some point, but he just brings one other with him most of the time. So it's like...
I'm just... LOL? Are you offended? Stop pretending that... Oh my god. Oh my god, insulting family. Such a... F you. Family are a bunch of pieces of shit. Obviously. The way that Don conducts his guild with the against the other guilds, locking people out of nowhere, just generally being an asshole. Yeah, it's shitty. However, on the other side of the fence... Family's actually a super fun community to be in. It's a boys club, plain and simple. Really, really cool community with a lot of cool people. And those love open world PvP. They single-handedly keep open world PvP alive a lot of the times. Just badass. No question. But they're also just complete pieces of shit. And because they're complete pieces of shit, and the majority of them are complete apes, They love flinging monkey shit at each other, and particularly other people, all the time. They want you to shit talk them. Please shit talk us so that they have something to go do all day. Which is hunt Dapper in this case. I'm telling you, you don't want to rock the boat with these people. You will never win, Dapper. If you anger family over this, because Samwell's in family. If you're shit talking, I don't know if you like Sam or you're against Sam, but it does look like that family helped Dapper. Okay, then you're good. Do not anger those people. You keep your friends close, you keep your enemies closer, and you keep the completely psychotic, insane and family the closest. Because those are crazy.
Eventually, we're just going to be able to camp him. I might have to get camped for a while, but he'll just get farmed. Because he...
Nah, he gonna farm your ass. And he gonna farm your ass. The family ain't always gonna be there. But he will be. You shit talking Bob right now, but I'll tell you right now, he gonna farm your ass. You can't win on Awakening Witch. Unless it's by accident, or you use the mobs to help you. You're just cooked. Them and Kinsworn. True. Keep those crazy people. You don't Kinsworn, bro. Them. You think family's crazy. Family don't even with Kinsworn. They don't want nothing to do with that. They say, oh shit, Zared and Hunter, that's our friend. That's our friend. Please don't take ours. Please stay away. Okay, that's them. Levels of crazy. You don't with Kinsworn.
He doesn't have that many friends. Which makes sense, honestly.
My whole life, people have been telling me I'm special.
Spooderman's a special problem.
I can't be the only one like this. You're right. I'm a spooder too.
Now this is cinema. Now this is good. I'll be honest with you. This is good. This is what the video should be. All right, trying to cancel someone? Not cool. Making them look bad for being a bitch on Arsha? Totally fine. This, cinema.
Alone, we are
going.
just Spooderman. But together...
Family crony.
My spooder says a trigger! My spooder says a trigger too! Together, we are two Spooderman.
Wait, GM Polly? How is Polly involved in this?
We are two Spooderman.
What? How did Polly get involved in it?
Ha! You only shot me 3 times.
I only shot 3 bullets.
What a loser.
Dude, that's exactly how, bro, this is exactly how I handle family. They ever come hunt me? I'm like, huh, pussy only killed me 3 times. It's like, I only camped you 3 times. Pussy. On the left 2. You leave, you lose. Bitch. Bleed didn't win a single time. He left. Loser.
The spooder problem is now twice as bad.
You know what I mean? That's
I told you I can make a spooder fart. You know, you're my bestest friend. I've been keeping a secret from you. Huh? I've been seeing other spooder friends. What do you mean, other spooder friends? The spooder squad will be all the bad guys.
yes,
You guys
idiot.
can't be here. I got this.
It's on.
Hey, go that door!
Let's get it.
Wait, what?
Hey, go that
The one dude who thanked me in PMs for and asked for more.
door!
Let's get it. You guys are my bestest friends ever.
This is a gift to family, I want to be clear. Thank God family finally has somebody to go kill. Oh my God. They were getting bored. Jesus Christ. Bro, family needs people to make these kind of videos about, oh, they got nothing to do, bro. Now you're their thing to do for the next month and a half. Also, they respect the hustle. I've been fighting family for the last 3 months. You don't understand. Even if you're beating family, guys, I've been on both sides of the fence. I've been in family before. I've also been in Vertex. Vertex used to farm family in the open world. Not even close. Like solid blue feed for hours at a time. And they would just keep coming. You kill them for like an hour, circle jerk. You're like, okay, yeah, they've had enough. They say no, they just spawn back up. They just keep coming. They don't stop. It just, we would just keep farming them. They don't matter. Don just keeps spawning up again. There's this Dark Knight to kill him again. Okay, he keeps going for an hour. They get one kill. They start shit talking in chat. They're like, let's go! Pussy! You leave, you lose. Okay. You can't beat these people. You can't beat them. Okay? You're fighting in their terrain. You're on their territory. Okay? Hours we used to sit there and farm them. It just didn't matter. And then I joined family. After Vertex died, I joined family. And I became a part of the farming. Don Skeptic pings you 136 times at 4:15 in the morning because he's got some loser open world PvP he somehow needs the entire guild for so that everybody can just sit there and get farmed for another 4 hours. I've been there. I've lived both sides. Okay? You're not dealing with rational people. They'll just keep spawning up. They say, I don't care, Blue, you keep dying, doesn't matter. We know you're dog shit. You just keep spawning up, Blue, keep it up. We're enjoying it. We're just getting warmed up. I've only died 78 times. They're just, mentally, they're just, winning or losing, it just doesn't matter. They're just having fun. It's just not, you can't stop these people from having fun. And that's what gives them power. PvP is all about stopping the other team from having fun so that you can have more fun. Okay? Family, you just can't stop them from having fun. You just can't stop it. And eventually, if they know they're going to wear you down, killing them, it's just exhausting. It's exhausting. Even when you win, you lose, bro. It's just the truth.
Hey guys, wait for me. Aw, dang it.
Okay, buddy. Stick. Okay. True! So true! Holy truing right now. Oh my god. Holy shit, PvP is dead. My god, this shit sucks. Everybody that says PvP isn't dead didn't live while PvP was alive. Y'all don't know what PvP even looks like.
But yeah, so got him. I don't really like, I'm not like other players.
I'm kind of different from most girls. I like to.
That was a good cut. That's why you can't say shit like that, because you're just lining it up, bro. You're teeing them off. Sometimes I say shit like that, like really slowly, so that people can clip me out of context more easily, because I love it when people make videos like this about me. I farm them. I just react to it and farm them. And then they realize, I'm just like family. Oh my god. I can't beat him. He's always having fun. Even when we're making fun of him, he's still having fun. Yes, that's true. You cannot win. Okay? But you, Dapper, they could beat you. All right? You can't set them up like that. You can't tee them up like that and expect them not to. I'm not like the other girls. I immediately was like, here comes the edit. Boom, there it is. Can't say that, bro.
To organize my stuff. Like, I have my camera drawer right here, and then I have my spiritual drawer right here, which most people like don't know much about. And then I actually don't remember what's in the.
Like Arsha.
Good edit.
I like to grind on Arsha. I kind of wish that the
Okay, you don't grind on Arsha anymore. Arsha grinds on you.
open world PvP was still.
Family's here to help you. Families, we're here to help you. And I experienced this. This is what. Okay, so here's the deal. We in the PvP business. I'll give you an example. Back in the day, when I ran Dismantled, we used to be able to pull a lot of people to GVGs. Anyone that remembers Dismantled knows we pull a lot of people to open world PvP. And a lot of the other guilds that were around our strength just couldn't handle it. So they would call Big Poppy Cho Nation. They would say, Roots, help us! Roots, please help us! And Cho Nation would show up to the GVG and we would roach the out. We would roach out so fast. And do you know what Show Nation does? Do you know what Show Nation does when you ask them for help and the people that they came there to farm leave? In the business, we call this paying the iron price. Cho Nation is gonna farm somebody. And you're the ones that called them here. So if the other guild's not here, they're gonna farm you. If family shows up to help you and the other bitches roach out, they're gonna farm you instead. Somebody's gonna die here. I don't give a who it is. Don't mistake this for friendship. They're here for content. And if they can't get the content with them, they will get it with you. Paying the iron price.
A thing on all the servers like it used to be.
Dapper gave up on his Arsha goal. Wait, what was his Arsha goal? Within 24 hours of insulting Bob. No stamina, low energy. Wait, what was his Arsha goal? Wait, Dapper, you're in chat right now. What was your Arsha goal? Why would you say within 24 hours of insulting Bob? And Bob's in chat, which means he hasn't even banned you yet. Well, what is this, Bush League? What, you don't know which clip to use, you retard? No, you look like a idiot. What was the Arsha goal? Does anyone know what his Arsha goal was? Ain't nobody got it? My guess is that he probably said he was just going to stay on Arsha the whole time. That's my guess. His Arsha goal is to get treasures there. To grind. Treasure piece from Arsha to only play on Arsha. Yeah, that's a pipe dream. You crazy right now. Hey guys, I'm Blue Squadron and I have an Arsha goal. I'm going to stay on Arsha forever. I'm never going to leave. What the It's flowing! It's never happening. You're just asking it. It's like ringing the dinner bell, homie. You're never gonna make it. If it wasn't Bob, it'd be somebody else. It'd be family shoving it up your ass, or just for fun. Kufu show up just for funsies to kill you for sport. It doesn't matter. You're on Arsha. No, you ain't gonna be able to grind here all the time, especially as a streamer. What, you think you're Choice? Do you know why Choice can grind on Arsha all the time and no one ever bothers him? It's because his dick is bigger than yours. Like way bigger. I've seen it. It's massive. He has way more gear than you, and he's arguably the best berserker on the server that plays on Arsha regularly. There are better berserkers than Choice, but they don't play as regularly as Choice does. It's obvious. There's a reason he's number one on the hardcore server. He's a gremlin, bro. He always plays. No, you ain't gonna win with Choice. There's no winning. Okay? In fact, he kills you most of the time. That's how good he is. Okay? He's a unit. All right? It's the same thing with Zethian. You know why Zethian grinds on Arsha on his Sage? Do something about it, pussy. What you gonna do? What you gonna show up? Try me, pussy. Okay? That's the vibe you get from Zethian. Ain't nobody gonna deal with that kind of energy. You're an awakening witch. You say, do something about it, and they're like, free meal. Okay? That's what it is. Like, okay, sure.
Because I hear so many stories about it. In fact, when I first started playing this game, I played on seasonal Arsha.
It's not no stamina, no energy. That's bullshit, bro. No streamer can do this.
I think that it's just like I don't think that Bob is well received by most of the community from what I've noticed.
I didn't know who Bob was before I watched this. And I'm going to be honest with you. I knew who Sam was. I know who a lot of people are in the BDO community. So Bob, respectfully, I love you, buddy. But like, with respect to what Dapper just said, no, that's not true. Okay. People don't frown on what guild is Bob's in? What guild is Bob? He's in Gnomes? Well, people love Gnomes. Nobody frowns on Bob in the community. I love Gnomes. I'm in their Discord server. They're good people. Okay. And like, typically the people that I meet are Gnomes are good. I love to do more PvP. Okay. So never mind. He's not in Gnomes. He's a horrible person. I'm just kidding. But like, even still, Bob doesn't have a reputation to being negative. I know just about everyone. The PvP scene in BDO is really small. I know all of these people. I've been playing with them and against them for years. Okay. I know all these names. Bob, no. Okay. You Flowrang shows up on your rotation, you come crying to me. Yeah. Okay, yeah. He got that rep. You know what I mean? Shaky Bay show up, Neptune show up. Yeah, they got that rep. But Bob? Nah. This is the first time I ever heard of Bob. Sounds like Dapper is saying he has private conversations with the staff about mutual dislike over one of their players. What?
That's just, I mean, even in terms of like the staff themselves, like he's just not well received. And I've tolerated him, you know, because he comes into the stream.
That sounds like bullshit. Respectfully, Dapper, you bullshitting right now. I know you bullshitting right now. I talk to the CMs way more than you do, and I'm not even a partner. Ronan was messaging me while he had COVID. I've met all of them in person at multiple events. They don't just DM you about random people. And we don't talk about random griefers ever. Doesn't come up. Unless you brought it to them, which is a different story. So either one, you bullshit, you lying right now. You kidding right now. Or two, you brought it to their attention, which is cringe by itself because Bob has not done anything wrong. Okay, except for trying to cancel you. That was retarded. Bob, what do you think the CM? You think the CM's gonna help you with this shit? You on our show, homie? They don't give a about you. What, you think you're Korean or something? What, you crazy right now? And I'll be clear again. I don't really even think that Dapper brought it to them. I don't. I think he's bullshitting to try to get Bob off his back. That's what it sounds like to me. I know I'm very dialed in. I've talked to the CMGM team many times. Like, I know how they handle situations like this too. This just does not seem... I don't know, man. It's just... I think he's just bullshitting. And if he's not bullshitting, he looks bad regardless. So, you're right. Dapper does look bad in this particular instance.
And I've warned him several times.
I think he's just trying to get him off his ass, though, I'll be honest.
To not start stuff about other streamers. And he just can't help it.
What other streamers has Bob started shit with? I don't even know. I haven't even heard of Bob's. What? Bro, I know like every streamer in this category. I had never heard Bob starting shit with people. First time I ever heard of it. Bob's first time hearing of it. Okay, yes, that's bullshit too.
He's like, oh, I'm going to target Dapper.
And again, that's why I think that this is bullshit. I think that Dapper is just making up bullshit to try to get him off his back, which he shouldn't have done, right? But like, to clarify this, I don't think that the CMGM team, A, knows who the f you are, or B, if they do know who the f you are, you're not on the radar, Bob. They don't hate you. You're going to be okay. Believe me, I would know, okay?
It's like, all right, we can chat PvP. That's fine.
Again, the CMGM's team way of handling... Bob, I once reported people for hunting me month to month. This wasn't on our shit. This is server to server, bro. They used to message people that I would run by on stream and ask them what channel I was on. I had bell blurs, all kinds of shit trying to hide. I left a safe zone, bam, they were on my ass. It was bad for months. It was horrible. I couldn't do anything, okay? And I finally reported these people. You know what the CMGM team did? I gave them value packs. They were the good guys. Now keep hunting him. We'll reward you for it. Like, dude, they don't care about this shit. Like,
be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbit.
You're so dumb. Bush hiding for 10 hours waiting on Dapper, who seems to only run the exact same grind spot. What are you, the Viet Cong? What is this, Kinsworn Hunter?
You know what's the best part is they're calling me a child for turning to insults when they turn to this.
I mean, not wrong. Dapper thinks it's cool for real life insults. Shut up, pussy. Pussy! You're a pussy. You're a pussy. We're just playing a game. You got salty and died to family. Like, died to family. The family was here to help. We already learned the iron price. Raiders and Bob, and I got teabagged for hours. You basically found out. Yeah, it's an FAFO. But you look like a pussy for even pretending that you're insulted. Oh my god, he hit me with a real life insult, and he insulted my voice. He hit me, and what are you, some kind of bitch? Bro, you can't handle chat PvP. Don't be in a PvP guild. Pussy?
Best part is they're calling me a child for turning to insults when they turn to this.
What do you want them to do? That's what I do. Dapper's right. You kidding me? If somebody comes to hunt me on stream, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to a safe zone. I'm going to pull them up in chat. I'm going to farm them for the next like 15 minutes. I'm going to let them know that they entered my Thunderdome and they cannot win. Yeah. That's what you get. Of course he's going to insult you, moron. You're killing him.
Are they step bros?
At the PvP scene are so fragile. Well, their egos are fragile most of the time.
Wait, are they step bros?
That's why the PvP scene, to me, they've never been able to penetrate. They just can't get to me. Like, but I also, in that same sense, I have gained respect. People might hate me on the PvP scene, but they gotta respect it. Because no matter how hard I get farmed, I just get right back up on and keep coming. It don't matter to me. You can insult me, you can make videos about me, you make all this loser cancel shit. I just keep right on trucking. And there's a mutual respect there. Gay? It is gay. I'd let them. I'd let them, as if it hasn't happened. I'd let them me. Yeah, they me. Okay, and I back. Game, respect, game. That's the PvP scene. Game, respect, game. I them, they back, and vice versa.
I think Mario. No, it's not Mario. It's his stepbrother, and Mario is like his.
Is he stuck in the dryer or something? What's going on?
You know, anytime his stepbrother gets stuck in the dryer, he helps him out.
You think that was pre-watch? That's crazy, bro. You think that was pre-watch? That was, bro, that was crazy.
His stepbrother is really upsetty spaghetti, and so he has to help his little bro, you know?
So Mario's here farming you, and again, that guy's in gnomes. I love gnomes. I think they're good people. But clearly you've pissed them off. So, and if you pissed off, bro, gnomes don't mean ill will to anybody, bro. Again, this is a situation. Okay? And let's not pretend that we don't like the PvP content. This has gotten you to play more. This particular exchange right here has gotten both of you to play more Black Desert Online over the last week or two that this has been going on than you would have otherwise. You guys live for this shit. You love this shit. You don't want Dapper to back off. That makes it non-fun. You want to be able to make more videos. And Dapper wants to keep farming you. This is how it is.
No. He's got to help him out.
This is why when people try to do this to me, I usually just try to move on. If I don't want to sit there and farm them, I just move on. Because then they don't get what they want. They get nothing.
Yeah.
I think that you should be a good person to people, and Dapper isn't. He's a snake.
Who is this talking right? Who's the femboy talking right now? Who is that? There's Bob and some other loser in the. That's Bob. Is that Mario next to him? Okay, Bob. He not wrong. What are you like, bro? Okay. To reiterate what Dapper said before, I think that his assessment was pretty clean. I would have just said femboy though, so there's that.
The moment you would disagree with something he says, he'll get really disrespectful. He'll make fun of your voice. He'll say that you're undeveloped brain. He'll say all kinds of crazy step bro.
Tell me I don't do the same shit to my chat, bro. I would put my name in favor of Dapper's here. Put my name in Dapper's place right here.
Be a good person to people, and Dapper isn't. He's a snake. The moment you would disagree with something he says, he'll get really disrespectful. He'll make fun of your voice. He'll say that you're undeveloped brain. He'll say all kinds of crazy step bro insane.
That's because we're crazy. Yeah. Okay. Deal with it. What, you some kind of bitch? Can't deal with some chat PvP? Pussy. All right. How's your head so shiny? You're welcome. You're welcome.
He's your partner too. So sad.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these snakes on this plane! Everybody strap in!
The legions of people defending the snake. He's not a snake, bro. Nothing in Dapper has done here has made him a snake. He's just pissed with you because you're hunting him, bro. This is standard ops.
Started repairs, so we couldn't even take it anywhere else.
Yeah, shit the way they do that.
Tell me about it. 2.5 grand later, and then... Hey, what's going on?
It's mine, Daddy. Noah keeps taking away from me.
Noah, give it back.
No.
Noah, give it back.
No.
I said give it back now. Noah!
Did you just say Dapper pushed over for clout? Homie, you're the one that sent me this video.
Larry, what the hell are you doing? Larry, you can't just...
Okay, that's crazy.
Are you all right? How did...
That's
Larry!
okay. That's funny. All right, that's crazy. All right, that's literally insane. Family shy. That's crazy. I'm not gonna say like, Fonda's the twink. No shot. Bro, Fonda catching the stray is crazy, bro.
Righto. What's going on here?
Sir, I'm arrested.
Solid. I gave my honest take on it. I'll link it here. I'll ask both of you if you're okay with putting it up on YouTube before I put it up, but I felt like I gave it an honest take. If you guys want to go look at it, again, I think it's cringe to try to say something like this and try to get them removed from the BDO partner program for something like this. But like, again, Dapper did a couple things wrong. You did a couple things wrong. Overall, I think you both just having a dispute. I don't think anyone's really done anything wrong. No one's going to lose anything over it. It is what it is. Respect the feedback. Yeah. And now, in the interest of goodwill, I'll give Dapper the shout out and I'll give Bob the shout out. Those are the two streams right there.